Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about the ANSYS Discovery itself and a new feature or new features actually that has been presented in the new release of ANSYS Discovery 2026 R1. And more specifically, I'm going to talk about the sensitivity analysis and optimization routine that has been presented in this new feature in beta versions actually, or beta features. So you basically need to turn them on, and the way that you turn the beta features on is that you go to settings, and then under advanced option there are some beta options which are more or less new in this 2026 R1. These are actually new features. I recommend that you turn them on, and then you require, for some of them, you require to restart your ANSYS Discovery. Just close it and open it again, and then you see these new features available, such as these co-pilot things and this fidelity like size preview, and also this new features such as variation, which is sensitivity analysis and optimization that I'm going to talk about in this tutorial. For this tutorial, I have used a sample case from ANSYS Discovery itself, and this is a faucet that you're seeing in this picture with inlets from the left and another inlet from right. One of them is hot water and the other one is cold water. So basically you're seeing two flow inlet with a specified mass flow and a specific temperature for each of them. So you can see the values here in this case. And also a convection thermal parameter that you're seeing here as well. And then what you are calculating basically, or what you're interested, is the average temperature in the outlet of the faucet. So let's get quickly to the simulation. I want to run a sensitivity analysis, so I have to define some parameters for that. So what I have defined as parameters are the flow inlet 1 and flow inlet 2, both actually the mass flow rates and the temperature. So the way that you define the parameters is that you just click on this parameter and then you click on this option which specify it as a parameter. And then if you want to look at the parameters that you have specified, you just click on the parameters, and then you can see that you have the flow inlet 1 mass flow, flow inlet 1 temperature, and the same for flow inlet 2 and both mass flow and temperature, right? So the first thing that you can do is actually to run a sensitivity analysis. So basically the first thing that you have to specify is the range of your sensitivity analysis. The range of your parameters. You click on this one, the second one from the left, and then this one opens up. So you see that the parameters that you have already defined as mass flow and temperature for both flow inlet 1 and 2. And what I have specified is the minimum and maximum of these rates and temperatures. So you can see that for the hot tap inlet flow, I have specified from 50 to 70 degrees, and for the cold one, I have specified from 7 to 15 degrees, right? And there are like sampling algorithms. For example, the one that you can see is the Latin hypercube sampling, and then you specify the number of variations, and once you click on the create define variation, you will see the setup set of actually variant parameters in your simulation. And then what you do is you want to run the simulation, then you actually click on update define variation. So if you click on this one, for example, then the simulation will start for all of these 35 variations. So I have already done that actually. So if you look at my case, I have like 86 cases, which is actually both like optimization and sensitivity analysis cases. But as you see, the sensitivity cases are not run. So maybe I can just click on this one, or I can select all, and then I can click this update define variation, and then you will see that either you can update the current one, or you can update the selected, or you can update all. So I will click on update selected, but actually I don't want to update this one that are already run. So basically I'm going to select these things one by one, which are going to take some time. So these are the simulations that has not been run: 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, so I think I'm done, and then I'll click on this, and then I will click on update selected. So it's going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to pause this video, and once the simulations are done, so you can see that it is updating the variations, and it's basically simulating each of the cases. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, and once the simulations are completed, I'm coming back. All right. All right, the simulations are done. Now we can take a look at the results. I mean, if you look at this table, you see the pressure drop. I mean, for different cases, you can see the pressure drop, maximum velocity, maximum temperature, and so on, and also the average temperature. But you can also click on this for looking at the sensitivity analysis. You can basically click on this one, and then you have to run the analysis first. So maybe I can just run it again and see what we actually get. So I think it's going to take some time, but basically what you're seeing is again a table with a pressure drop, maximum velocity, maximum temperature, mass flow outlet, and average temperature on the left. And okay, this is now updated. And then on the right side, on the top side, you can see the flow inlet 1 and flow inlet 2, etc. For both mass flow rates and temperature. So these numbers basically means like how much of the influence of each of these parameters are on the pressure drop, for example. So you can see that the flow inlet mass has more or less around 49% influence on the pressure drop, which is kind of intuitive. The same for the flow inlet mass too. So if you look at, for example, the average temperature, so the temperature of the flow inlet 1, which is the warm inlet, is like 76%, while the temperature of the other one, which is the cold one, is like 12%, which means that the sensitivity of the results, the average temperature on the flow inlet 1 temperature is the highest. So this was the sensitivity analysis. This is a very useful tool actually when you want to run some cases and you are not sure what are the influences of each parameter on your desired output. This is the best way to run a very quick simulation. This is using a GPU solver, not CPU, and it's quite fast and very useful actually. So one other thing that you can do is optimization analysis. So if you click on the optimization analysis, and then again you define the parameters on the top, and then at the bottom you define some criteria. So here, for example, I have defined 2 criteria. One thing that I'm interested in is the average temperature in the outlet as my objective. So if you click on this, so either you have objective or constraint, and then I want to have it the maximum. So I want to receive the maximum average temperature in the outlet as my optimization objective. And I'm putting a constraint for that. I'm saying that the flow inlet 1 mass flow should not be higher than 0.0175. I don't want to use too much hot water. I don't want to put so much mass flow in the inlet 1, which is the hot water. So I'm putting that constraint as well. And here you can define the number of generated variations. And once you click on the generated the click on this run analysis, then the parameters are populated here, and then the analysis starts. I mean, each single case starts to simulate. And this is the final results. So what he has found is that with the flow inlet of 0.016 and the flow inlet temperature of 69.59, I'm getting the highest or the maximum average temperature in the outlet. And that you can also look at the results by looking at this one. So this is a chart that you're seeing, and so this is like flow inlet temperature on the x-axis. You can also change it. For example, if you want, you can change it to mass flow, but I would like to keep it as temperature because it's more intuitive. And then you can have the average temperature in the outlet as your y-axis. So you can see, I mean, this is quite intuitive, right? The higher the temperature in the inlet of the flow inlet 1, then the higher the average temperature is, right? So then you can see that this case, for example, you have the average temperature of 66.9, which is the highest temperature, and you see the mass inflow and mass flow inlet 1 and 2, and also pressure drop and other calculations. So this is also a very useful feature, I would say, and I really like it because it's fast, and it's I mean, it is very simple to use it actually. And the other thing that I would like to mention is that you can also look at the mesh now. So if you click on this option, this button, then you can see the mesh. And also one new thing that you can have in your ANSYS 2026 R1 beta features are the boundary layers. So you can now specify the boundary layers for the valves as well. So if you click on this one and put like 3 or 5 or whatever number you like, then you see the boundary layers as well. I think it was more or less what I wanted to show in this tutorial, and I think these features are quite useful, and I'm going to use them a lot later in my projects, and I hope you have enjoyed it as well. So until next time, talk to you later.